Hello and welcome to another video with me, Patrick. I'm the Sandwell Walker. Now today we're in Smethwick and we're outside West Smethwick Park at the main entrance here, and we're just going to have a look around, see what we can find, because there are some good historical facts about the park which some of you may or may not know. But come along with me and see what we can see. Right, well here we are. We're outside West Smethwick Park, and there you can see it says West Smethwick Park opened September 1895. And if we look on the other side here, these gates, they've recently been fixed up and cleaned up and things, because all these walls were a bit of a mess. And there we go, the gift of James T. Chance for the use of the public. And it's an open park, which means it doesn't close, it's open all the time. So as we first walk in, there's a signpost over there telling you a little bit about the park. We'll have a look at that in a minute when we get there. But to the right here, this is one of the four, if you can see it, one of the four lodges that used to be in this park that the park keepers used to use. But now obviously they're not in use anymore, at least I don't think so. But we've got the welcome to West Smethwick Park. And we've got a little layout of the park there. England's coming home, is that what it says on there? Somebody's done a bit of graffiti there. England's coming home. Not too sure about that, but we'll have to see. And you've got a little notice board here with some information about the park. Not sure if you can see any of that because it's a bit sunny today. Beautiful sunny day today. Well, we are in the middle of the third heat wave of the year in July 2026. Weather's gone a bit crazy, I think. Don't know what's happening. But to the right over here, we have a Grade 2 listed structure of the man himself, James Chance, who he bought this park. Well, he bought the land and then paid for the renovation of the actual land out of his own money, and then he donated it to the people of the park, or to the people of Smethwick rather, should I say. And without him, this park wouldn't be here today. It would be who knows what. Housing estate. Yeah, got a few of these adventure playground things here, exercise equipment. Not sure if anybody actually uses them, but they're here if you want to. Over here we got big football pitch. I think they play, well, looks like it's a cricket pitch actually. Looks like there's a cricket thing on there. Yeah, I'm not too sure what this park has anymore, because I haven't been here for quite a few years now. So a lot of the stuff is going to have changed since I was a lad. But you can see the old pavilion over there. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute. But there is something of interest up here. It's a memorial fountain. Now this is in commemoration of John Chance, James Chance's brother, who was one of the Chase brothers and he was the brother of James Chance, who was one of the directors of James Chance Brothers Glass. Now, this is just a nod to the Chance Brothers, because all these houses that you can see around here, all the way around the perimeter of the park, but you can't see them over there because there's too many trees, but there are houses all around, and they are actually not as old as this park. This park was here way before any of these houses, because all these houses at one point used to be glassworks and factories and foundries and that type of thing. But we have Sons of Rest building here. Not sure if this is in use anymore, but they seem to have them in a lot of the parks, and a lot of them are just closed off, can't be accessed. Here we have the entrance to the car park. The car park comes through here. Child's playground over yonder there, and a little picnic area. As we're walking along here down towards the pavilion, or the old pavilion, I think it's just a coffee house or something now. I'd just like to remind people and tell them, if they don't know, that along here, under the ground we're walking over now, used to be a stream, and that stream actually divided the two parts of this park. Now, one part was in Staffordshire and the other part was in Warwickshire, so people could actually come along here and put their feet up on either side of the stream and be in two different counties at the same time. But that was way before it was known as now Smethwick. But that stream actually feeds, well, it fed the water source to the boating lake, and that boating lake now is just basically a giant duck pond. But at one point the stream ran all the way past it, and I think there is still some of the old stream left, and we'll find that out when we go down to the boating lake and see if it's still there. But we've got some mosaics here. Don't know what's on them. I haven't seen these before. But this park did go through a big regeneration program recently. I think early 2020 or something like that. But we got these. Not sure why there's a lighthouse on there, unless it's because of the Chance brothers actually made the glass. Like made the glass for lighthouses and things, but then why is there an owl on there? I don't know. But there's another one over here. So look, see what this one is. It's just some flowers and butterflies. Made possible with Heritage Fund. Oh, so it's from the Lottery Commission. They commissioned it. Well, okay, that's not too bad. This is the old pavilion. Got some signs up here, signage up here. Oh, car boot sale there if anybody's interested. Anybody who wants to go up here. 9th of August is the next one. just missed one. 12th of July. But yeah, well, you got another cricket pitch here. All this used to be, yeah, all used to be cricket pitches, football pitches, bowling greens, and there used to be a bandstand here somewhere. I'm not sure where that is now. Looks like they might have taken it out. I mean, they do that with a lot of parks. They take out the bandstands. It's because they don't get used anymore. That's why they used to use them to have brass bands playing over the weekends back in the 1800s and such. But yeah, none of that happens anymore. Well, the magpie seemed to be enjoying himself. But yeah, we've got a nature trail here as well. So yeah, I haven't been along the nature trail, so I don't know what there is. But what I've found is there are quite a few of these little statue things. See if we can try and figure out what they are. Not sure what that is. Not sure what that is at all. Looks a bit like a bat, maybe. I don't know. Oh wait, there we got a little sign here, and it says it is indeed a bat. Okay. But yeah, there are a few of those dotted around the park. And this is the other side of the pavilion now. We're just coming up now to a memorial, which is an RAF memorial for 2 airmen that sadly lost their lives during the Second World War. They were coming from over in that direction, and there was some children playing cricket on the cricket pitch just over there, and their playing got into difficulty, and to save the children they actually crashed their plane just in them trees just over here, just over there somewhere. But the memorial is actually just here, and there's a bit of a sad story to it as well, because as you can see it says not forgotten, 60th anniversary 2004. This stone laid, what's it say? It's a bit hard to read, a bit dirty. This laid in remembrance of Flight Sergeant Alan Charlie Cox. He was a local lad who lived just over the road, not far from the park. And Flight Sergeant Gordon Preston of Pinner in Middlesex, whose plane crashed nearby this spot on the 31st of July 1944. Oh, it wasn't during the war, it was after the war then. Okay, I thought it was during the war. We will remember them, commemorated by Smethwick Royal, British Legion, I can't read the rest of that, the Friends of West Smethwick Park and Sandwell MBC, and there's a little bit there. That's looking a bit worse for wear. It's a little bit dirty, but the actual saddest part of it is Charlie Cox's mum. The house was like over in that direction there somewhere, not far away, and his mum was in the kitchen cooking food at the time she saw the aeroplane come over, and she saw it heading towards the park. She knew it was in trouble, but she didn't realise that it was her son that was actually flying the plane. And here we got another one of these sculptures just here. I think it's pretty obvious what this one is. It's a squirrel. Yeah, a little squirrel there. And yeah, just over there, where all them trees and that are now, that's where the plane crashed here in 1944. Rather sad, really. But here we're just coming up to the boating lake now. Oh, and I can see another sculpture. I don't know what that one's meant to be. It looks like some sort of a bird from here, but can't really tell. We'll have a look, see what it says on it. There's a couple of little dogs. Yeah, I'm a bit wary of dogs sometimes because you never know whether they're friendly or not. Those two seem friendly enough. Yeah, we've got this here. It looks like an owl. Yeah, that one actually doesn't look too bad. It's rather nice. But yeah, here is the boating lake, and just in this area here, where you can see this gravel now, this was where the boating house used to be, the boathouse used to be, and sadly in 1977 it burnt down and taking all the boats with it, and they built another replacement, but it just didn't take off like it did before. I mean, there'd be hundreds of boats, well not hundreds, but hundreds of people on this water in any day. Now all as it is just ducks. And got a little island there where they used to go around with the boats. Yeah, but we've got a little sign here as well that tells you a little bit about what birds and that are on that you see on the water, I believe. There you go. We got mute swan, a moorhen, black-headed gull in winter plumage. I don't think I've seen one of those on here. Canadian goose, heron gull, and a few more there. And insects, damselflies, and broad-bodied chaser. As long as they don't chase me, I don't care. And as we follow around the boating lake now, got another one of these sculptures. some sort of a fish, but not sure what type of fish that is. And it's even got a little where is it? There, a little ladybird pin or something on there as well. Somebody's put that on there. And oh, here we go. It is actually a carp. Okay, I mean, I'm not a fisherman, I don't know if that is what a carp looks like, but I'm assuming it does. Yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day today, but there's not a great deal of people in the park. I would have expected there to be more on a day like this, but then again, it is a weekday, so I would imagine a lot of people are at work. There's a few people over there feeding the ducks. And this little spot just here is where the original stream continues. Well, it comes from the I'm not sure if it's actually still in over there under the ground, but it comes all the way through here and then it goes down here. Let me just show you if you can see it. There's my hand. Don't see my hand. Yeah, there we go. There's the what's left of the stream, and that comes from the boating lake, and that carries on down into Albury somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where the lake the stream finishes in Albury, but it's there somewhere. It goes there somewhere. Yeah, I can see another sculpture over there. You might not be able to see in there. It's under the trees there, in the shade of the trees. Not sure what that is. But just up here, that building in front used to be a toilet block. It's not open anymore. Yeah, that's what it used to be. Oh, apparently that one that's over there in the trees is a swan. We'll go and have a look over that way in a second, but for now I just want to show you this. This is another entrance up here, and this entrance is known as the Victorian Entrance, I think it's called. I don't know why it's called the Victorian Entrance, but there used to be another lodge just in this bit of wasteland here. Well, wasteland, I won't call it wasteland, it's a park. But that bit of grassland, and see they've all these toilet blocks in the parks now, they're all closed down, and that's because of all the antisocial behaviour. I mean, people just wreck the place like they've done there, so it's not a very good look really. And then people moan that they can't go to the toilet in the park, and maybe that's what causes the decline of some of these parks, because if you have to spend a day, if you want to spend a day out in the park with your family, if you've got young children, you really need toilet facilities, and if there aren't any, people are not going to come. Oh, some birds in the trees there. Yeah, this is what's known as the Victorian Entrance. Now, not sure why it's called the Victorian Entrance, but I mean the gates are locked on this one, but you can get through the pedestrian gates, but the road gate is closed. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's called the Victorian Entrance, but we have another sign here with the layout of the park, and yep, somebody's graffitied that one as well. England is coming home. Yep. Okay, well, we'll have to see about that. Yeah, and we're just coming back round to the lake, and this is where that supposed swan is. I don't know if it's going to be any good. It's yeah, it's not too bad, I suppose. Not too bad. I mean, they need cleaning up really, but you know, it is what it is. And there's a little fact about this pond, this lake as well. Some of you may know, some of you might not. That James Chance actually paid for this lake to be to be built out of his own money, because he just wanted the green space. Because, like I said, the all the perimeter, it was all foundries and glassworks. I mean, all you can see the houses over there through the trees. None of them were here when this park was built. So you could just walk into here, get out of all the smell. That's why there's so many trees all the way around the perimeter, because it made a barrier from the factories, from the noise and the smell. People would come here first thing in the morning before all the factories started up. They'd have a little bit of entertainment in the park, and then they'd go to work. But like I say, I mean, I've seen a few people, but there's not a great deal going on in the park today. I mean, I would have expected more. The ducks are having a good feed here. They're enjoying themselves. But yeah, here's a better view of the little island that you'd go around with your boat. Yeah, it's a nice little park. I do enjoy a good walk around the park. I mean, I am planning on doing other parks, because I'm actually a Smethwick lad. I was born and raised in Smethwick, and I mean, I moved out quite a long time ago, but you know, I still have some memories. I will do a video of where I was actually brought up as well. Oh, we've got another. What's that one? That looks like, I don't know, maybe a heron or something. Maybe. Oh, right there, we've got a sign here telling us what it is. Yes, it is a heron. Okay. But yeah, how many of you remember actually coming to this park and playing as a kid? or even bringing your kids or your grandkids here. But there's not really a lot going on today. I mean, we've got a couple of workers up there. It looks like they're cutting the grass. Looks like they're cutting the grass. So yeah, might be a bit, might get a bit noisy in a minute. Let's see, because of the water being so hot and static, I don't know if you can see there, over on the other side, over on that side, there's all algae and that growing on it. It's doesn't look that good, to be honest, but maybe that's just because of the heat, I don't know. As we're coming up here now, just before we wrap up the video, I'll show you actually where the kids were playing cricket on that fateful day in 1944. It was just here on this field. This is where the cricket pitch used to be. I mean, them pitches that we saw earlier, they have cricket on there now, but I think that's just because of the time of the year. But it's usually football. But yeah, just here is where the cricket pitch used to be. And the kids were playing here on that day in 1944. And the plane was coming from over in that direction. And it was heading over here. And then it ended up somewhere in that area, in that direction over there. Such a shame. But yeah, this park does have a little bit of history. Some good, some not so good. But yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed that little walk around West Smethwick Park, and maybe you learnt something, maybe you already knew all the facts that I found, but if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for future videos, because I will be aiming to do maybe one video a week, more if I can, but I do have family commitments and things like that, so but I will do at least one a week. So thank you for watching. I've been Patrick, the Sandwell Walker, and I will see you on the next one.